Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. It's Indie Author Showcase Day today, which means it's time for a fresh batch of self-published fantasy and science fiction authors to talk to you about their books. So settle down, buckle up, and hopefully find some new titles to add to your TBR.
What is up, everybody? I'm Adrian M. Gibson, SFF author and creator, co-host of the SFF Addicts podcast. Today, I want to tell you a bit about my debut novel, Mushroom Blues. But first, let's take a look at the official cover. This incredible cover right here with art by the talented Felix Ortiz. Releasing on March 19th, 2024, Mushroom Blues is a fungal-punk police procedural murder mystery inspired by iconic films and TV shows like Blade Runner, True Detective, Seven, and District 9, as well as the weird fictional worlds of authors like Jeff Vandermeer and China Miéville. And, of course, there's a hefty dose of mycelium and mushrooms colonizing the entirety of this story. This book is the first in the Hoffman Report series, as well as the Fungalverse shared universe. The Fungalverse is a world that I spent years creating, with Mushroom Blues being the first of many stories to be set there. Mushroom Blues takes place over the course of a few days, with human detective Henrietta Hoffman begrudgingly teaming up with mushroom-headed patrol officer Koji Nameko. The two investigate the mysterious murders of fungal and half-breed children, a case that drags them deep into the seedy underbelly of an occupied, war-torn city, one brimming with colonizers, criminal gangs, racial division, and moral decay. I hope you'll check out Mushroom Blues when it releases in March. Together, we can enter the Fungalverse and beat the winter blues.
Hello, I'm Helen Rygh-Pedersen and I'm a fantasy author. I'd like to talk to you today about my upcoming release, The Bastard Heirs, which is book 2 in my epic fantasy series Reverda Rising. Now, technically, you don't need to have read Waking Ursa Minor first, because these two are companion novels, so you could choose to read either first, or if you're really brave, you could read them in tandem. I have a guide on my website. They actually start in the same place on the same day and then divide. Now, in The Bastard Heirs, we start on Fellisted with Culla, who is betrothed to the Emperor-to-be. But on the eve of her wedding, she and many other Felicians are abducted by hideous, fiery demons that they've never seen before. And on this new island that they take her to, she has to find a way to survive, and she will do whatever it takes. But is she prepared to pay the price? Now, back on Fellisted, the Emperor-to-be Neurosus is, quite rightly, a bit miffed that his fiancée has been stolen, and he vows, against his father's wishes, that he will get her back. But as the old ruler weakens, Neurosus begins to plan ridding the empire of the thing he despises most, magic. But this thrusts him into a power struggle with his sister for control of the Felician people. Neurosus has brute force and fear on his side, but his sister has a voice from the shadows, a secret from the past, and the very thing he hates, magic. Will Neurosus's love of power outstrip the power of love, or will he set the world alight with his passion for both? This comes out on the 24th of February, and yeah, it'd be great if you could give either one of these a go. I think you'd have fun.
I'm Joel Glover, and I'm here to introduce The Path of Pain and Ruin, which is a Bronze Age inflected grimdark novel combining the kinetic, magical combat of Mistborn with that wry English sensibility of Joe Abercrombie or KJ Parker, but where I've turned the dial on violence right up to 11. The book starts in a village in the wilderness when a demonic stranger kicks in the door of a traumatised veteran's house and utters these fateful words: "You've been very naughty." How far would you go for revenge? What would you do if you thought your destiny was to cause nothing but pain? And what would you do to protect the family you found along the way? Reviewers have said that this book is a hauntingly grim and harrowing, addictive, page-turning thrill. Someone else said it's raw, it's brutal, visual, violent, and bloody beautiful. And look, everybody's heard you can't judge a book by its cover. I'm going to show you the paperback proof now. I've got a bronze-dipped skull, it's covered in blood. It is telling you something, guys, okay? This is my debut, I'm super proud of it. It's available on Amazon, either through Kindle, paperback, or on Kindle Unlimited. And just to remind you, it's called The Path of Pain and Ruin. I really hope you try it. Yeah.
Hi there. I'm pleased to showcase The Chronicles of Earth by C.L. Jarvis, which is the third book in my historical fantasy series called The Edinburgh Doctrines, which takes place at late 18th century Edinburgh, blending actual historical events with dark magic and medical school shenanigans and adventure. The first two books in the series are The Doctrines of Fire and A Treatise of Air. And the chronicle in The Doctrines of Fire, we were introduced to medical student George Stevens, who is struggling to find his place in this new competitive academic world. And he gets embroiled in shenanigans at the medical school and dark magic. In The Chronicles of Earth, we catch up with George a few years down the line when he's getting ready to graduate. His medical career hasn't been smooth sailing. He's worried about what he's going to do after he gets his medical degree. And he's pinning his hopes on a man called James Hutton, who's a friend of the medical professor's. But it's bad timing because Hutton's about to release his bombshell geological theory. And as a result of the controversy surrounding it, Hutton gets into hot water, and George and the medical professors need to find a way to rescue him whilst dealing with some very dangerous opponents. If you like dark academia and well-researched historical stories, this is a very grimy 18th century setting. I think you'll enjoy this book and the continuation of George's story. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric K, and I live across the pond in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm an indie author about sci-fi. So I'm here to talk to you about my latest novel. It's called Above Dark Waters, and it's a near-future science fiction about artificial intelligence. It's it's standalone, it's about 250 pages. It's set on the Pacific on a data center that is floating in the cool waters that are not far from my house. So, again, Above Dark Waters is probably the most important book you'll read this year. I mean, why? Because, well, it's going to have the kind of realistic dystopia that you're going to see in your lifetime. And I'm talking about like a few short years. It's got digital therapy, deepfake afterlife, weaponized disinformation, and gaslighting as a service. And again, AI therapy. Companies are actively researching how to make an artificial intelligent chatbot that will cure your mental health. But they're also doing a bunch of other stuff to make these kind of systems just a tad more evil. Companies like Apple, they are developing EEG earbuds. That's right, earbuds that can read your brain waves. So go look it up. Seriously, they have a patent for it. And what happens when, an AI knows your personal business, the kind of things you might tell a therapist, and can read your brain data, and can generate synthetic media? Well, you're going to get the perfect ads. You're going to get a digital fentanyl. And these companies are going to employ all these sneaky little tricks to hack into your subconscious. And they're going to make fake media so compelling that you're going to want to click that buy now button. So preemptively make those algorithms happy and click that buy now button for my novel. Again, it's Above Dark Waters by Eric K.
Thank you so much to all of the authors who've taken the time to film a video and send it over to me for inclusion in today's showcase. I hope you all enjoyed listening to them talking about their books, and you can check out more details using the book and author links in the box below this video. If you're a self-published fantasy or science fiction author and you want to appear in a future one of these videos, check out the showcase page on my website, dominishbooks.com, and you can find all of the details you need there to get a video over to me. That's all I've got for you today, so thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next one sometime soon. Until then, as always though, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.